If you have an emotionally immature or narcissistic mother or father, you need to learn how to connect with and pay attention to your body, because your body is connected to a type of intelligence that can calculate a lot more information in a lot less time than your conscious mind, right? And also your conscious mind is plagued by psychological defense mechanisms, some of which include things like fantasy, idealizing your parents because your inner child needs to believe that they're capable of taking care of you. But the reality is there's few parents who are actually psychologically adult enough to fully take care of their children without leaving them, right, with some trauma. And this is no shade against parents. We're talking about narcissistic or emotionally immature parents here. Now, I want to convince you that your body has wisdom that your mind can't access. And I'll do so by telling you a story. So I was doing a postgraduate degree for neuroscience and behavior. And one of the neuroscientists in this degree told a story that I thought was really interesting. She said that she had worked, or someone had worked as it wasn't a doctor, it was a nurse for like 30 years, right? And they worked in the intensive care. And this person, after they had retired, they went out on a date with their husband and also their mother-in-law, their father-in-law. They went out to dinner, everybody together. And when they got home, this ex-nurse looked at her father-in-law and she said, I don't like the color of your skin right now. You need to go to the hospital immediately. Now, nothing was happening. He wasn't having a heart attack or any sort of health issue. And she couldn't consciously articulate what it was about his skin or other things that she didn't like and why she thought he should go to the hospital. Anyway, he did go to the hospital. And as soon as he got there, he had a stroke. And thank God he was at the hospital, he was taken care of, everything was okay. But do you know why she was able to tell that he was about to have a stroke, even though she couldn't consciously put her finger on it? It's because over 30 years of working at the hospital and seeing patients come in with strokes, her mind was able to scan all of those patients and kind of make a mental catalog of the common symptoms that they had, like their skin color and other issues, little tiny details that just from looking at a person, you could start piecing together that maybe they were about to have a stroke or they had a stroke or something. Now, obviously, it was 30 years of seeing such patients. And so all of this was stored in her unconscious mind. And her body, that when she saw those patients going into the hospital, her body would react in a fight-flight sort of way because she needed to take care of those patients immediately. Her body, upon seeing her father-in-law, reacted in the same way. So her body knew, because it had access to 30 years of information that she gathered from actually dealing with such patients, that something was about to happen. And I want you to know that your body knows a bunch of things about your relationship with your narcissistic or emotionally mature mother or father that you can't consciously even see, because we have psychological defense mechanisms that prevent us from fully seeing our reality, particularly when we need to believe that the people that we love and we want to believe that they can take care of us can indeed take care of us, right? So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, when you're on this roller coaster with your narcissistic parent, maybe sometimes you have some nice times together and sometimes your whole body tenses up. I know that you oftentimes can't put your finger on why your body's tensing up, what's happening. But I can tell you that your body knows something is happening. And mind you, this doesn't mean that every time you feel something, your interpretation of reality is right. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm saying that the way we interpret things is not lucid, but our body does know when there's some type of danger. So, as an older sister, if I were to give myself advice many years ago, and if I'm to give you some advice as the adult daughter or son of a narcissistic parent, it's start noticing how your body reacts when you get a message from them, when you spend time with them, right? When they complain about other people, right? When you tell them about your most, I don't know, your most precious parts, when you share your dreams, when you share your vulnerabilities, how does your body react, right? Not what are you trying to tell yourself about the situation, or how you think you should feel or think about this as an adult child of, you know, your mother or father, but how does your body react? So let me know in the comments how your body reacts when you get a message from them.